This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 301, Treat Exercise Like an Investment by John the Saver with budgetsaresexy.com, and I'm Justin Malik. If you're new here, this is the podcast where I read from some of the best personal development and minimalism blogs out there, with author permission, of course. I'm always looking for more of your favorite authors, so if you have any, just come by oldpodcast.com and let me know. And while you're there, it'd be awesome if you could check out the How to Help page I set up there. There's a lot of free stuff you can do to show your support, or you can contribute financially to keep this podcast and the two spin-off podcasts alive. And today's post is actually a guest post on budgetsaresexy.com. It's a mix of finance and exercise, and I couldn't figure out if we should read it on Optimal Finance Daily or Optimal Health Daily, so I figured I'd read it on Optimal Living Daily. And with that, let's jump right into the guest post and start optimizing your life. Treat Exercise Like an Investment by John the Saver with budgetsaresexy.com. Do you ever find yourself at the gym staring at someone who is completely jacked and wonder why you don't look like that? Kind of depressing, isn't it? Well, you can take this one of two ways from how I look at it. You could slouch your shoulders, walk away in self-pity, and leave the gym early. Or you could decide right then and there that you're going to transform your life and proceed to get on the treadmill and run like the wind. Yep, the second one sounds better. My hobby and one of my passions is bodybuilding. No, not that kind. I'd like to be able to run, thank you very much. And I don't think American culture puts enough emphasis on your personal fitness. It really should be a priority. I mean, what's the point of saving money for retirement than finding out that all those Twinkies were the cause of your stroke? It should be one of your first investments with your time. Fitness and finance go hand in hand. The parallels between the two are astonishing. Like I mentioned above, your mindset is the most critical element to success in both the fitness world and your personal investment decisions. Take a couch potato, for example. Void of pride and discipline, the couch potato rots life away eating junk food, watching TV, and lives in denial. This parallels the American with thousands of dollars worth of credit card debt and zero savings. Without initiative, things are just going to get worse and worse. On the other hand, if you take an individual who is a doer, he or she conquers goals, reduces debt, and saves for the future. Don't jump for the latest fad. I like to use diet pills for this example. Those late-night extreme fat-burning solutions ads crack me up. I feel bad for people who buy into this nonsense. Slow, steady, and repetitive wins the race. An ample amount of cardio and cutting down on calories is the tried and true solution. Yes, it's really that simple. Finances are like this too. You've heard it before and you'll hear it again from me. Don't chase returns or fall into the too good to be true stock pick. It never works out in the long run. If you're saving for retirement, investing in quote-unquote boring choices like Roth IRAs and employer 401k plans are the best way to go and will always be that way. Wall Street is after your wallet, and they will tell you what you want to hear, but will never tell you what's in your best interest. There's no magic cure, only discipline and diversifying your money. It's okay to cheat a little bit. With repetitive discipline comes a time of frivolous cheating. I'll take myself, for example. I eat mainly vegetables, meat, and natural carbohydrates like oatmeal. But time to time, I do feel my steering wheel telling me to pull into McDonald's. But here's the thing, it's okay to cheat a little bit. If you're working out regularly, that fast food splurge is going to do diddly squat to your personal fitness goals. This ties back into personal finances. You go out of your way to save money, invest a large amount of your income, and live a frugal lifestyle. To be honest, if you did just that your whole life, it would be pretty boring. This is where the splurging comes in. It's totally okay to buy nice things. If you save up for it and it does not put you in debt or take your retirement accounts for a detour, go for it. If anything, it'll keep you sane. Keeping track of your progress is crucial. It makes sense to keep a daily log of what you did at the gym. You should be constantly improving, no excuses. I make notes when I get home from my workouts and use Nike Plus to keep track of my running times and goals. If I didn't keep track, how would I know where I stand? Oh, another great tool is the scale because it doesn't lie. Tracking tools are necessary for physical fitness success. Tracking tools are necessary for your investments also. Even if you are saving for the long term, it's important to keep track of successful funds and the losers. Looking at what is working and what isn't, you should rebalance on a yearly basis for your goals. Tracking can also help you achieve goals as simple as saving for an emergency fund. Yes, even saving on costs is applicable. Who wants to overpay for their gym membership? When I relocate, I do a Google search of the local gyms and find a couple with the lowest prices. Then I find one without a joining fee. Personally, I think new member fees are ridiculous and a scam. If you are limited to gyms with new member fees, you can talk them out of charging you. This is similar to fees for index and mutual funds. You should never pay high fees for your investments, most notably load mutual funds. Actively managed funds are bunk. Instead, manage your own investments and avoid the high fees. In closing, treat exercise like an investment. Make it a priority just like you do with personal finances. You can start today and give your waistline and your wallet a treat by packing tomorrow's lunch. You just listened to the post titled Treat Exercise Like an Investment by John the Saver with budgetsaresexy.com. And again, that's a guest post from J-Money's site, Budgets Are Sexy. Really quick, if you want to show some support for this podcast, you can come by oldpodcast.com/support or just oldpodcast.com and find the How to Help page. I'd greatly appreciate it. And it's through your support that this podcast has been able to stay alive for over 300 days. So thank you for that. And that's it for today. I will have a post from Steve Pavlina tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode. And head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.